Welcome to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgilí. Thank you for joining us. We start the show this week with some campaign finance news. Members of the Montgomery County Council are considering a new bill that would allow public financing in local elections starting in 2018. Susan Kennedy is here with more on that story. Susan?
Lorna, with this legislation, Councilmember Phil Andrews hopes to open up opportunities for more people to run for public office. The bill would be this area's first system of public financing for local elections.
We finally have the opportunity to address a long-standing need in the county, which is to make our elections more responsive to the public.
Councilmember Andrews has the support of all his colleagues on the council, many of whom joined him at a press conference where he detailed his proposal.
This measure is one that can revolutionize and transform elections in Montgomery County because it provides such strong incentives for small individual contributions, and those candidates who opt to participate in this system would have to limit themselves to individual contributions of $150 or less.
Opting into the public system would be voluntary, and candidates would have to qualify with seed money. After that, matches would kick in. The plan provides strong incentives for candidates to seek out lots of small individual donors. A candidate for county executive would have the first $50 donation matched at a 6-to-1 ratio. A council candidate would have a 4-to-1 ratio on that donation. The second $50 from that person would be matched at a 4-to-1 ratio for the county executive candidate and 3-to-1 for the council candidate.
This will really transform the elections by resulting in a far larger percentage of contributions going and coming from small individual donors in the whole mix of elections in Montgomery County.
Every minute that I spend on the phone asking for money is a minute that I can't spend doing what I really want to do, which is studying the issues, responding to my constituents, meeting with communities, and understanding better the very complex issues that we face. It's an inordinate amount of time.
There is a cap on the amount of public funds to a candidate, $750,000 for county executive, $250,000 for county council at large, and $125,000 for a district council candidate. Councilmember Andrews says he expects the system to cost the county about $4 million a year. A public hearing on the measure is set for the beginning of next month. In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
Montgomery County Council President Craig Rice met with the media this week, and he brought the council's newest member, Cherry Branson, to the briefing. Rice discussed several topics facing the county council, including some progress he has made on one of his economic initiatives.
I did want to talk a little bit about some of the economic development issues that I highlighted at the beginning of my tenure in my first speech. I had a great conversation with the county executive's director of procurement, and we have agreed that we will be rolling out within the month a list of new initiatives to bring about some positive changes when it comes to our small business procurement with the county. It is important for us to make sure that not only do we change the way the playing field currently is, but also to make sure that our businesses feel as though they are a priority. And I think that that message was heard loud and clear in the business community. We've received many support letters as well as comments, as has David Dice, our Director of Procurement for Montgomery County. And so we are working in collaboration with the Executive Department in rolling out a number of those initiatives, and there will be a press conference directly devoted to rolling out those initiatives again within the month.
The Montgomery County Human Rights Commission and the City of Rockville's Human Rights Commission recently hosted a joint public forum on race relations that sparked some courageous conversations. My MC Media's Sonia Burke reports. Sonia?
Lorna, the question posed at this community forum, could a Trayvon Martin type incident happen here in Montgomery County? A call for peace in a world too often marred by violence.
I have no doubt in my mind that a Trayvon Martin type incident can occur in Montgomery County. For me, the question is not if it can happen. The real question is, when, where in Montgomery County, and to whom.
Trayvon Martin can happen anywhere. That tragic can happen anywhere.
Police Chief Tom Manger served on the panel at this forum and noted that Maryland does not have a stand your ground law. But he also agreed with the other panelist when asked if a similar tragedy could take place here.
There are some things that I think contributed to the case in Florida that wouldn't occur here, but the bottom line is you've got an individual who's carrying a gun, confronting another individual, and you have a tragic outcome. And could that happen here? Absolutely, it could happen anywhere.
That harsh reality makes parenting even harder for this Germantown mom.
When they are out in the neighborhood, stay out of people's yards. Act respectful. Certain things I have to tell them because I'm trying my best to keep them safe.
As other engaged audience members stood in line to share their observations and to ask questions, it became obvious that there's a lot to talk about when it comes to race relations in Montgomery County.
I would suggest to you that this conversation is so critical, we should have been flooding this place because it is the conversation of our times. How many of you agree with that? It is the conversation of our time.
We live in a great, great county. Montgomery County is a great place to live and work and to raise a family, but we're always looking for how we become better. And that's what this is all about today.
For County Report this week, I'm Sonia Burke.
And again this year, the county's Office of Human Rights co-sponsors the Civil Rights Historic Bus Tour, which traces the steps of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and other civil rights heroes. The tour will travel to North Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Ohio, and Tennessee. The bus departs on March 31st and returns on April 5th. The cost of the 6-day bus tour for a group of 4 is $495 per person, including hotel, transportation, some meals and snacks, and all museum fees. For more information about the tour, go to montgomerycountymd.gov/human rights. Recently, Executive Leggett visited the county's MC311 Customer Service Center to congratulate the customer service representative who took the 2 millionth call to the center. Representative Tamara Tyler answered the call from a Gaithersburg resident who was reporting a dead deer behind his house. She instructed that Animal Service would handle the request.
That's amazing. It's something that I initiated and I campaigned on when I was running for office, and I think people didn't fully understand the necessity and the challenges that our citizens face as a result of trying to work through the maze of county agencies and go through the number of people that they had to get to. I decided that, hey, there's a better system that's out there. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. 311 could help. What we need to do is find the resources and reorganize it in such a way that all you have to do is call one number, 311, and get all of the answers that you need as it relates to county government programs and services. It has worked remarkably well. 2 million calls, and that's a huge number. And my anticipation is that it will continue to be a source of access for our residents, and that we will continue to make further improvements to make sure that they get the answers and responses they need.
To celebrate this major milestone, Leggett presented both the caller and the caller taker with a 1-year pass to the county's indoor aquatic centers. We remind you that MC311 is a centralized customer service center to grant public access to community services with an easy-to-remember number. And the website is available 24/7. We would like to remind county residents that sign-up continues until March 31st for the Affordable Care Act. Eligible residents can sign up for health coverage via the Maryland Health Connection or by visiting one of the county's health clinics. In addition, weekend enrollment events will be held at 2 clinics every Saturday until March 29th. The weekend events will be held from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the County Department of Health and Human Services clinics in Silver Spring and Germantown. When we come back, it is time to recognize those dedicated volunteers at Imagination Stage, and the county is looking for nominations.
I'm Rockville 11's Katie Giardi. Coming up, the city of Rockville is open for business. We'll tell you more when County Report continues.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC 311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Ever pull into a parking lot and think, what's up with those pedestrians? Sometimes they seem so oblivious to vehicles. Park, start walking to the store, and wow, those drivers are so aggressive. They act like the lot is theirs. It's no wonder that nearly 1/3 of pedestrian collisions occur in parking lots, and a significant number cause severe injuries. Avoid becoming a statistic. Drivers, don't run over people. Pedestrians, don't get run over. It's that simple. Heads up in parking lots.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgilí. The City of Rockville kicked off its second year of the Rockville Business Academy this past week. The free program is an opportunity for businesses to learn how to effectively operate and thrive in the city. Rockville 11's Katie Giardi has more. Katie?
That's right. This year, Rockville's Business Academy is spilling all the secrets to owning a successful business in Rockville. Rockville's Business Academy is a great opportunity for businesses to build a relationship with the city.
They will learn more about what the city has to offer and how to prevent future mistakes in terms of opening a business or making changes to the businesses, but also it's creating a partnership with the city just to let them know that we are here for them.
This year's event brought more attendees who learned Rockville's tools of the trade.
I think the business community is interested and excited to learn about what's happening in the city and ways that the city might be able to help them, as they're growing their businesses or looking to start a business. And I think the turnout this morning is just fantastic and really shows that the business community cares about what's happening in the city.
Those who attended say the Academy will help their business to thrive.
I don't know where we would have gotten this information otherwise. I mean, maybe if you go on the website, but having them, I guess, proactively share with everyone and being so available to all the residents, I think that's great. Even to the businesses, it's even more important.
This is a great opportunity, to have the vital information. And, as residents also, we care about the city, how it develops.
Lori Boyer, Executive Director of Rockville Economic Development, says the future of the Academy is bright.
We're looking forward to building on this event at next week's, since it's a 2-day session, and again, building for next year's event. We can only get bigger and better.
For County Report this week, I'm Katie Giardi.
Thus far this year, the county's Department of Transportation has responded to 6 weather emergencies. Now it's time for Tom Pogue to join us with some information about those operations. Tom?
Hi, I'm Tom Pogue, Community Relations Manager for the Department of Transportation. Here's an update for Montgomery County. After 2 relatively mild winters, this one has been a rude awakening. MCDOT has already responded to 6 events in January, 5 of which were accompanied by extremely low temperatures. On January 2nd, 5th, and 10th, DOT responded to freezing rain. On January 18th and the 28th, there was a dusting of snow, and on January 21st, the county received about 8 inches of snow. In that storm, more than 400 pieces of equipment kept the streets clear and safe. Residents can contact the county's Customer Service Center by dialing 311 or 240-777-0311. The center's normal operating hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., but during storms, operating hours are generally extended. Residents can track DOT's plowing operations on the county's Storm Operations Map. Once plowing in your neighborhood is complete, use the map to request additional service or report a missed street if needed. To view the map and other storm-related information, go to montgomerycountymd.gov/MCDOT. We're working to keep you moving.
County Executive Ike Leggett has announced that nominations are being accepted for the Montgomery Serves and the Neil Potter Path of Achievement Awards. These awards honor dedicated volunteers and will be presented at Imagination Stage on April 28th. Nominations are being sought from the public and will be accepted through Friday, February 28th at 5 p.m. For additional information and forms, visit montgomeryserves.org or you may also call the Volunteer Center at 240-777-2600. The county's Board of Elections needs to identify over 3,000 volunteers to serve as election judges during the primary elections to be held on June 24th. Potential judges receive a training and a $180 stipend for their volunteer work. To serve as an election judge, volunteers must be registered voters in Maryland. The board is particularly looking for bilingual judges, persons who speak English and Spanish, to help at each of the voting precincts. If interested, visit the board's website, 777vote.org. When we come back, a local business is helping single mothers. And some MCPS students experience the Lunar New Year. We'll be right back.
Are you sure they can recycle us, Clamshell?
Hey, Dome, we're on a new recycling postcard.
I can't wait to make a new start. Maybe I'll be a red carpet at a big premiere.
And I'll get to paint the White House.
Shh, here he comes.
Now you can recycle more plastics in Montgomery County, including #1 PET plastics such as clamshells, deli containers, trays, lids, domes, and cups.
We're in!
For more information on recycling, contact the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311. The wait is over. Recycle more plastics today.
This message brought to you by FEMA. Home fires occur most often in winter. Keep anything that can catch fire at least 3 feet from heating equipment. And never use an oven to heat your home. Stay in the kitchen when frying, grilling, or broiling food. Turn space heaters off when you leave the room or go to bed. Make sure all vents are clear of snow and ice to allow carbon monoxide to vent outside. Have your furnace, heating system, and chimneys serviced each year by a qualified professional. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgilí. The spice company that launched the Silver Spring Ethiopian Festival last year is taking off in local stores and restaurants. My MC Media's Valerie Bonk has the untold story about the company that's working to use its business model to empower single mothers in Ethiopia. Valerie?
Trade instead of charity is the theme of one local business that got its start here in Silver Spring at last year's Ethiopian Festival and is turning heads for its unique way of giving back. It all started back home when a local businessman traveled to Ethiopia and returned with a plan to help women in need.
All these women have kids and they are not married, so that's the common denominator. So what we realized is that my mom is financially supporting them.
He came up with the idea that his family could be doing more than simply giving them money. They could be helping them create new lives.
In talking with my mom, we realized that these women had very, very special skill sets. Most of them, they're very good at, producing Ethiopian spices.
So he started Cumim, an Ethiopian spice company that hopes to improve the living standards for mothers in Ethiopia by empowering them to produce spices for the global market.
So while we were thinking, how are we going to find a way for these women to actually support themselves, find a more permanent solution, because my mom is retired and she's not going to be able to afford to actually, help them financially much longer than she has.
And through connections with the Ethiopian community in Silver Spring, the company has started selling their spices in local markets and restaurants. And the idea is taking off.
I've been in Ethiopia, I live there. So this is, I taste his spice. Looks like my mom. So that's why I want to take his products.
My family, we left Ethiopia 30-some years ago. We was, very young age. My mom and my dad with 3 little kids. And, it feels like we've come full circle.
For County Report this week, I'm Valerie Bonk.
The STEAM Frank Islam Speaker Series at Montgomery College is back this spring for more timely and stimulating talks. Danielle Stetsky has the details.
Hi, I'm here at the high-tech building at the Germantown campus to talk with the director of the Frank Islam Athenaeus Symposia about the spring speakers. So, John, who are they?
Our first speaker is Bill Press, who's a syndicated columnist and a talk show host, and he's going to have the provocative topic of Can Anyone Save Washington? Mr. Press will be followed by Paul Montero, who's director of the White House Office of Engagement. Montero's focus is interfaith dialogue, and he will be accompanied by several clergymen representing religions throughout the world. In addition to that, we will have Lisa Crooms, who is dean of the law school at Howard University and also a professor of law. Her expertise is human rights, and she will be discussing using human rights in order to advance our common humanity.
Do you have anything that focuses on the arts?
Yes, of course we do. Our first person who will focus on the arts is Sheila K. Adams, who is the 2013 national winner of the National Heritage Foundation from the National Endowment of the Arts. And she will be doing storytelling, playing the claw-hammered banjo, and also reciting ballads. She will be followed by a Muslim play called Noor, written by Dr. Ahmed from American University, and it is a play about the abduction of a woman and the reaction of her 3 brothers. And finally, we will end the season with Charles Williams, a marvelous opera singer.
This sounds very exciting. Thanks for the information. And I would like to remind everyone that all these talks are free. These talks always take place at Germantown campus inside the High Technology building at Global Hall. Back to the studio.
Every year, the students and staff at Spark Matsunaga Elementary School in Germantown bring in the Lunar New Year in a very special way. MCPS TV has the story.
With much fanfare and excitement, the Lunar New Year got off to a rousing start at Matsunaga Elementary School.
It's really fun to be actually participating in the Lunar New Year and in front of the whole school, because other people from other countries, they will actually know what your country is like.
The school community was treated to an elaborate cultural program performed entirely by Matsunaga students.
We have been celebrating Lunar New Year at Matsunaga Elementary School for 13 years. It's just very important to us to bring in cultures from around the world into the school so everyone can be enriched.
The school is very diverse, and because of that, and it's a great opportunity for the Asian culture to display our culture here too at the school and really show these kids what diversity is all about.
It's beyond just this performance today. We've been hearing drum practicing at this school since September and seeing our children practice before and after school and sometimes during the day.
This is a way to show to the other students, about our heritages, the different heritages, the Chinese, the Vietnamese, the Korean heritages. And, as a result, the kids are learning by watching, and it's fun.
When we come back, a meetup group of cooks are serving goodwill in our community. And we meet our pet of the week. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Sign up for Montgomery College Alert today. Receive college closing, delay, and emergency information via text message and email. The service also sends important information about Montgomery County weather and traffic events. MC's Workforce Development and Continuing Education Program is offering Kaufman Fast Track courses for veterans starting February 13th. The 10-week course is designed for veterans who are interested in becoming entrepreneurs, and Maryland residents can take the class for just $99. MC is one of just 150 community colleges in the country eligible to apply for the $1 million Aspen Prize, the nation's signature recognition for high achievement and performance among community colleges. It recognizes institutions for exceptional student outcomes.
Welcome back to Counter Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgilí. 2 years ago, Meetup.com connected a local group of strangers who like to cook. Now they're learning how to cook and they are giving back in the process. Valerie Bonk has a story.
They're learning to cook as they go. While they may be unsure of how to navigate the kitchen, one thing they are sure of is their commitment to helping those in need.
It's very hands-on, and you see the benefits of the work you're doing as you go.
2 years ago, they didn't know each other. But now, thanks to Meetup.com, Cooking for Good is getting together to cook for good, donating their food to the men's shelter in Rockville and learning something new along the way.
Someone said something about Meetup, and I was like, ew, that's for dating. It's like, no way. And then I did actually go on Meetup, and I found that you could actually find some volunteer opportunities. And I latched on to this, and it was immediately a really good fit.
You can always make a sauce or add some ranch dressing.
We really have a good time. People just get to know each other, and we're cooking, and it's all for a really good cause. So it's a really good feeling.
And for those not from the area, it's an easy way to learn and meet others.
I'm Dutch, and I moved here 2 years ago, and I really like cooking, but I also needed to get to know other people because I knew nobody here.
They used to take turns hosting their cooking sessions at members' houses. But now, thanks to a local food truck owner who donates his cooking lessons and kitchen space in Rockville, they now have the tools they need.
By me letting people use the kitchen and help out can be fun and also can benefit somebody else. And why is that important? You know what? There's times that we all could use a helping hand, and it's really nothing more than that. You know, just a nice thing to do. And it'd be nice if more people did it. I think it would make the world a much better place.
For County Report This Week, I'm Valerie Bonk.
For this week's Brookside Gardens Clips and Tips, we wanted to let you know about an event happening at the end of February. Brookside will hold its annual Green Matters Symposium on Friday, February 28th from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. This year's topic is about how our weather is changing and what a gardener can do in a shifting climate. Hear from professionals on how we can adapt and learn how to successfully garden with such changeable weather. This event will be held at the Manor Country Club in Rockville. For more information or to register, go to brooksidegardens.org. It's time to go to the Humane Society, where Kathy Stanhope joins us with our Pet of the Week. And this week she brings us a female cat named Lulu.
This is Kathy Stanhope with your Pet of the Week at the Montgomery County Humane Society. And this week we are here with Lulu. Lulu is a 3-year-old spayed female. We have found that she is very good with other cats and with dogs and with people of all ages. Remember, we always need donations of towels and rugs and blankets like that to help the animals be a little bit more comfortable in the cages. Please come down to the shelter and visit Lulu. Bring your donations of towels and blankets and give us a call at 240-773-5960 or visit us on the web at mchumane.org.
Olney residents, get ready for your new library. Executive Leggett has announced that the Olney Library will reopen on Saturday, March 15th, and has extended an invitation to the public for the ribbon-cutting ceremony and festivities. The library is located at 3500 Olney Laytonsville Road. It will be a first class, retaining some features of the former building, but incorporating state-of-the-art new features and services for customers. And with that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. We leave you with some sights and sounds from the Montgomery County Air Park, which is located in Gaithersburg. I'm Lorna Virgilí, and thank you for watching.